Okay, so I got partial success. I've got, this will be kind of a static item right now. So I have all of the track connected, which you can see in earlier segments. And I have connected the electricity. Okay, so part of my issue is I've got an area where I'm no longer getting good electrical connection. And I'll show you here my little schematic. So this item right here, this thing right here, controls the switches I have and the loop part of my layout. Okay, so I got three loops where I can turn around whole trains. The only problem is that between here and here, I don't have a good electrical connection. Also, this switch machine has failed for whatever reason. Now, it's stuck on going through versus, using the shortest loop. The others work okay still. Now, when I first built this thing, going on 20 years, over 20 years now, or about 20 years, I guess now, I built the lower part first with this lower thing here, which includes this item right here, which is an automatic reverse section controller. And I had some difficulties trying to get it just right, but it worked out really well once I got it going right. Most of it was the fact that I had no idea what I was doing. Anyway, the point is that I can't get a train to connect to the new part, what I'm calling the lower city now, from the rest of the layout. And getting underneath here to fix things is going to be very problematic. So that will take some time. I don't know when I'll actually tackle that. Another thing that happened, which is a little thing with this, I don't know if anybody else has this issue with their Digitrax or any other make of digital command control. So the problem is that sometimes when you do something electrical on a layout and you have to have the power on, you can get some surprising results. The most interesting one was a few years ago when I didn't shut the system down right, and when I turned it on again, I did not have my big bridge in place. And I had a beautiful 210-4 come crashing off of here and then down to the concrete floor. And that was the end of that 210-4. So in preparation of that, I put this bridge back up, although I didn't make the electrical connections, as you can see. They're just still loose right there. Just in case that happened again, which is good because this Mikado that you see right here in the center decided it needed to start rolling while I wasn't looking. Fortunately, I put my bridge in place and it did not come crashing down to the floor. It just went onto the bridge and stopped because there's no power to the bridge at the moment. Just one of those things have to keep in mind whenever you're working with electricity. So the good news is I was able to get power over there to the lower part of the city, the new work that I'd done. The bad news is I can't actually connect a train to it yet. So I will have to figure out how to get underneath here and do all this digging. I have to move out all these boxes and storage containers that I have below in order to get to it. And even then it will be difficult because I can't get my head in there very easily. Now, I have a backup contingency plan which I may have to put in use in order to get to it. This layout, this part right here, this is just sitting on these blocks. It is not connected physically. So what I will end up doing, most likely, when I'm trying to find all these loose connections, I'll have to take all the buildings off of here. And I'll have to lift that up because I actually do have a hole where I can stick my head up and everything underneath there. Now you can't really see it very well through here. You're not going to see it, just too dark. So that way I can at least get to things easier over there to those switches. So we'll see how it goes. Now these are Pico switches, and they are using Pico switch machines, which are nice. Now what they are is it's just a solenoid that'll go back and forth. That's the only powered switch machines that I have on the whole layout, because I can't get to them very easily, obviously. So it just has a solenoid. You pop it one way, pop it the other way, and it goes over there, and it's real nice. One of the things you have to remember, of course, is you can only hold that switch over there for just a second or two. It's a center off toggle switch that is spring loaded. So as soon as you let go, it goes back to this neutral position, because if you hold it over there, you'll burn out those solenoids. And I presume that Pico is still making those things if I actually have to replace that switch, which I might have to replace that switch machine. So I'm not looking forward to going underneath there and doing that, but I, at this point, will probably have no choice. You know, when I first built that, I ran this loop for about a year or more, testing and testing and retesting and testing again before I put this top layer on top of it. And because I wanted to make sure it was flawless, and it was for a while. But you know, life is what it is. Things wear out, and so on. So I got a loose connection and possibly a bad switch machine to go in there and fix. Now, hopefully it's not going to be any track work I have to redo. Now the track itself is just put down on the Homasote. Again, that's one of the reasons why I like the Homasote. You push a nail in there, you know, one of the small spikes. If you need to, you could bring it right back up again. If I was to actually spike it directly to the plywood here, or in this case, it's wafer board. If I was to actually, you know, put it right into there, then it'd be a heck of a time trying to get that up. So I've got a little bit of help built into it, and so we'll see how it goes. Like Foghorn Leghorn says sometimes, you know, fortunately for me, I always keep my feathers numbered for just such an emergency. But we'll see how it goes. We'll go in extra videos later on. Most of the videos I've made lately have been shorts, not all, but some. This is going to be a little bit longer. I just wanted to explain a little bit of what's happening. I hope to make a. I have some other video segments where I've done this track work and everything. So I think I will tag this at the end of all that. We'll see how it goes, but just see how my editing goes, because I use my very rudimentary editing in my computer because I'm cheap. But anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Thanks for continuing on my journey with me. So until next time, we'll see how it goes. I can get the lower city connected properly.